What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. If we go to California real estate market, it is busted. Now, we do have a lot of things to talk about. A bunch of people are moving out. This place is getting more deserted than ever before. So let's just jump right in. First of all, more than 500,000 people have fled the California area since 2020. So in less than 3 to 4 years, we got 500,000 people leaving. And in the very beginning, the people leaving were upper class people, people with high paying tech jobs, people who made like 6 figures and up. So very wealthy individuals, and they're moving out. This is why you probably have seen in your city outside of California a lot of California license plates. Even in some of the most rural areas, we have people coming in from California. And especially places like Miami, Tampa, Cincinnati, Nashville are all very, very popular places for these California people to go to, because if you look at San Francisco real estate, even right now, literally a ugly pink house for almost $1 million and a not that great area for almost $1 million. Whereas if you go to a lot of the suburban cities, $1 million gets you 5,000 square feet with a backyard pool, and the property tax is only $500 a month. So this is why everyone is leaving California. And 500,000 people is insane. And even this year, a lot of the numbers have not actually came in. And just this year alone, for one single city, Los Angeles lost 90,000 people. The Bay Area, probably another 50, 60, 70,000 people. Okay, 90,000 people is a ton of individuals leaving for one city. And we don't know the exact number of people leaving for other cities like San Diego, San Francisco. You get the idea. And we could be seeing maybe 250,000 people leaving this year. That's highly possible. People are leaving in droves. They don't want to pay this high tax. A lot of people also say that the cities in California are incompetent with the cash. I mean, San Francisco right now is facing a massive cash shortage. I don't know how they're facing a massive cash shortage if they kind of spend the money normally. But a lot of people are saying that, high taxes, all this kind of stuff, it's not really helping. Apparently, a lot of these homes, they're not being taken care of. A lot of the vacancies are insane everywhere. Skyscrapers are like 50, 60, 70% off, and they're also 50 to 70% vacant. It's pretty bad. And also, when I see San Francisco making like a toilet for $1.7 million, something is up. Just seems like the city just can't get things done. That's the thing that everyone just doesn't like about these California cities. They pay all this crazy tax, and they can't solve the most basic things like crime and homelessness. And that's really just the main things. This is why a lot of tech workers are moving out. Not to mention, a lot of tech workers are working remote. Why would you pay $3,000 for a crack studio when you could pay $500 for a penthouse in Bali? That's the same exact thing. If you look at this, the commercial real estate market in San Francisco is grappling with some of the craziest price drops that we have ever seen. Now, you probably have heard of things like Hong Kong real estate dropping a lot, but right now, Hong Kong real estate is already going up. If you look at the per square feet, Hong Kong real estate, Singapore real estate, and a lot of the Asian real estate markets, the commercial sector, it's worth so much higher than San Francisco, despite San Francisco being one of the biggest tech capitals of the world. I mean, all the finest tech companies come from San Francisco and the Bay Area. So the mere fact that San Francisco real estate, especially the office department, is like almost dead last is pretty embarrassing. California has dropped a lot in terms of office real estate, with vacancies up to 40%, with some buildings up to 75% vacant. And right now, you're also seeing a lot of the city's cash is draining, because most of those pretty skyscrapers are going to be the buildings that make the city a lot of cash. And lowering downtown San Francisco real estate values by half, which is exactly what's going on, will be having a lot of impacts on the city budget. Real estate prices, it's going down. The residential, it's going down slower, but commercial, oh my goodness, it's pretty bad. If you look at this skyscraper, it is a fine looking skyscraper in the financial district of San Francisco. This is actually one of the better areas of the city, and this building was sold for $300 million back in 2019. Now it's being sold for almost 80% off. Apparently, it was sold for $68 million. Think about it, $300 million 4 years ago, now it's $68 million. The transaction has been finalized. That's pretty bad. And what about this building here? It's not being sold, but everyone's saying that, oh, if this building is having a big price cut, like 75%, maybe this building should have 75% off. What about like those condos down there? Should they also receive a 75% off discount? And this is what everyone's thinking right now. And everyone's like, oh, wow, San Francisco real estate is so cheap. We're also seeing a lot of tech workers refusing to come back. One of the reasons why the prices are so cheap and nobody is even bidding on these places is they don't want to buy into another Detroit. When Detroit real estate prices are going down because the car industry left, a lot of people actually bought in. And those are the guys that are left holding the bag. And they lost a lot of money. They thought they got a good deal, but the deal just simply keeps getting better to the point you lose all your money. So with a lot of tech workers refusing to come back and a lot of tech startups going to other places, San Francisco is no longer the tech capital of the US. It's very different from other places in the world, like, for example, Dubai, Singapore, Hong Kong, Shenzhen, China, where their real estate prices are holding pretty steady. San Francisco is pretty bad because it's basically high homelessness, high crime. And the other major cities I listed have very, very little homelessness, incredibly low crime, and they're also very welcoming to businesses and provide tax incentives, but not San Francisco and California. Almost feels like California, they want your money, but at the same time, they do dirty on your business. So nobody really wants it. A lot of people are sick of it. And because of bad politics, a lot of people are leaving. If you also look at other places, other towers in San Francisco, these are some of the finest buildings I've ever seen. There's also going to be buildings that are going to depreciate like crazy. Right now, a lot of commercial real estate in some of the biggest cities in the world outside the US have already stabilized and some have already started going up, like Singapore, for example. But what about San Francisco? Not really. A lot of these homes are still continuing to go down. They're refusing to go up. And one of the culprits is going to be a lot of people leaving. Okay, 500,000 people leaving California, a lot of these are tech workers, is not a good sign. Not to mention just this year, like I said in the beginning of the video, just this year from one city, LA, 90,000 people. And that report was like a couple months ago. So now it could have been like 130,000 people. And that's just from one city. And who knows, maybe the next couple of years, maybe 3-4 million people leave California. All pretty wealthy or at least middle-class individuals. Nobody really wants to live in this type of environment with the city being incompetent. And that's what's going on. It's a pretty big shame because I've been to San Francisco. It's a pretty amazing place. LA is pretty nice. But San Francisco was always my favorite. Incredibly good weather. A lot of great scenery. Napa Valley is on the north. But now it is bad. Things have not changed at all. So thanks for watching, guys. Comment below, and before we leave, definitely check out the private Discord server, Patreon link below for some amazing trades. We'll show you live on a daily basis every single day, and it's only $10 a month. Please check it out.